Hudson-Odoi has picked the pocket of Murphy and shoots from a long
Yes!
Where is it?
There you go.
Low into the corner. Hudson-Odoi takes it off Jacob Murphy in Newcastle territory, ran centrally, and from about 5 yards outside the penalty area, just looked up and measured his shot. It curled away from Nick Pope, low into the bottom corner, and 6 minutes in, with their first real attack, Forest are in front. Murphy beaten in the tackle by Hudson-Odoi, who did everything himself, went on, looked up and put it low into the corner. Fabulous goal from Callum Hudson-Odoi, back in the starting lineup, his 4th goal of the season, and Forest in front at St James's Park, 6 minutes in.
Oh, what a brilliant finish, it really was a brilliant finish. Good pressure on the ball himself, got to the D area, I think a long way out, thinking will he shoot from there.
To deliver the free kick and then starts again, and now does. Back post aimed at Share, and it'll come down for a shot to be volleyed towards goal by Miley and deflected wide. To Sells, bouncing ball, Gordon closing him down. Sells with a big clearance, which Byrne heads back to halfway for Guimaraes. Guimaraes into Forest territory. Now here's Anthony Gordon. He's laid it off for Miley and been caught, but Miley gives it to Murphy. Murphy with the cross, fizzed it through the penalty area, and it goes behind, way wide of the back post. Gordon had been...
Livramento's 6 foot, Isak 6'4". They're actually a very tall team, and our midfield isn't the biggest today actually. It's a great ball.
Curled forward towards Livramento, who's got in behind Nico Williams and crosses. And although Anthony Gordon meets it, sliding in at the back post, he can't do anything with it. But as Forest only half clear, here's Lewis Hall again down the left-hand side. He crosses, blocked by Milenkovic. There's a lovely ball from Murphy down the right-hand side as Forest do clear it finally. Gordon with his right foot, or Hall with his left for Newcastle, 30 yards out. It is Lewis Hall who takes high back post. Bruno with the header, free header back post, heads it across the face of goal. Isak couldn't quite get it out from under his feet, and Forest get the ball half away. Banged in again low towards Lewis Miley, who shoots, and Newcastle have their equaliser. You can't say it hasn't been coming. And it's the 18-year-old Lewis Miley who gets it. He was about 16 yards out when he was fed the ball back from the left-hand side. Forrester arguing the case. Rui Pedro Silva is with the 4th official, just suggesting actually that shouldn't have been a free kick in the first place. That's what's led to all the trouble. But Forest had their opportunities to get it clear, couldn't do so, and when Newcastle recycled it again down the left-hand side, it was pulled back for Lewis Miley to rattle a low shot in from 16 yards out. And it's Newcastle 1, Forest 1.
Sorry.
Bruno Guimaraes.
Right, okay, yeah, and he headed the ball down across the face of the 6-yard box, and then it was just a lap of the gods where the ball bounced.
Milenkovic has won it well off Isak, and now Wood sends it left-hand side for Hudson-Odoi, level with the edge of the box, cutting in onto his right foot again, Hudson-Odoi. Now he's held up, still got possession. Now he cuts back onto his right foot and curls one low, but the goalkeeper was right behind it and made the save. Nick Pope, and has got Newcastle moving again very quickly. Forward down the left-hand side towards Isak, inside left channel, back heel into the path of Lewis Hall. It's wide open. Lewis Hall into the box. That deflects, back post, and it's turned in by Jacob Murphy. If he got the touch as it went across the line. Well, that was messy and horrible from a Forest position defensively. And Newcastle have turned things round here in the space of 3 minutes and now lead by 2 goals to 1. One little back heel from Alexander Isak got Lewis Hall clean through down the inside left channel, no cover at all. And although his little cross was deflected up in the air, that didn't help matters for Forest defensively. But from where Newcastle wanted to take it quickly, it's frenetic at the moment. Forest need to keep their heads a little bit out there because Newcastle are throwing everything at them and quickly.
Just saw Chris Wood saying to the team as they come back to the halfway line, just settle. But it's hard, it's red hot, the atmosphere.
Isak wide left for Newcastle, trying to run along the byline, held up by Dominguez, who half wins the tackle, but now it's sent back for Lewis Hall to cross. He fires over the cross. Newcastle are convinced that's handball against Ola Aina. And if it's inside the box, VAR will have a look at it, and Forest might be in even more trouble here. Aina jumped up to block the cross.
Oh, that's
VAR
very, very, very could be given.
Yeah, VAR are having a look.
I think that's going to be given personally.
He's well inside the penalty area. On the field, he's not given it. And now he's still looking at the screen.
Be a brave man not to give it now with this crowd at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, his look at this is going on and on and on.
Can he be brave? Be a brave man.
Nope. Here comes the decision. It's a penalty. And it was always going to happen.
Yep, absolutely.
But Newcastle had been banging on the Forest door even before they got their equaliser on 22 minutes. And now on 32, it's Alexander Isak, the Swedish striker, up against Matt Sells. Isak has chipped it into the roof of the net, just above Sells, who got a hand to it but couldn't keep it out. And Newcastle lead by 3-1. Isak has scored just. He tried to make Sells dive out of the way with a little stutter and then a chip down the middle. And Sells did dive out the way, but then just about managed to recover. Reached up, got his hand to it, but could only deflect it into the roof of the net. And it's Newcastle 3, Forest 1, with Lewis Hall down the left-hand side. Hall plays it left wing, and that's Willock getting away from Chris Wood, and Willock forward into Isak inside left channel, who shoots. It's 4! Forest are falling to pieces here. 4-1 Newcastle. Isak again, inside left channel, way too much space. Newcastle pull them apart. And they've now scored 4 in 12 minutes. Isak's got 2 of them. Flowing move, one end of the field to the other. Forest are unable to cope with this at the moment from Newcastle. They are finding so much space around the penalty area. And this time it's Isak, inside left channel. You cannot give him space. Hudson-Odoi again. Hudson-Odoi then with a little chip to the right-hand side for Mola Aina, just outside the penalty area. But again, wall of black and white shirts ahead of him. Now here's Gibbs-White down the right-hand side. Tees up a high cross. Williams meets it back post, and then as he heads it back across the face of goal, Elanga trying to reach it, volleys it over the crossbar. Pretty much an open goal, but difficult for Anthony Elanga because it was so high. But he tried the acrobatic just to try and turn it in. He had to get his I'm not sure he could have headed it, so he had to stick his leg out, but his leg had to be sort of almost waist high to try and divert it in. After supporters in that corner at the Gallagher end. Anderson, right-footed corner, near post. Elanga got the flick. It comes to Wood, back post.
Yes!
Milenkovic.
Yes!
Back heels it in. And Forest have a goal back. It's Nikola Milenkovic who scores 18 minutes into the second half. Anderson's corner, Elanga's flick on at the near post. Wood recycled it beyond the back post, sent it back into the 6-yard box. And Nikola Milenkovic was there to pretty much back heel it in.
He's definitely onside. It's a goal.
He's onside. That will stand. Defender and goalkeeper goal side of Milenkovic. Clever finish from the big Serbian central defender, who scores his 3rd goal for Forest. And it's Newcastle 4, Forest 2. Help his side out. Another Forest throw. Williams backwards for Gibbs-White. Gibbs-White with the attempted cross or shot. Maybe he was trying to catch Pope off his line. Pope had to tip it over the crossbar. A possibility of 2-on-1, but Elanga sends Hudson-Odoi away and takes the corner near post, and that flicks out towards Gibbs-White. Hits the shot, and then it's tucked in off the rebound by Ryan Yates. Forest have scored again as we approach the 90-minute mark. It was shuffled towards goal by Gibbs-White. It was deflected out straight to Yates, and from close range.
Yeah, how's a 3?
Ryan Yates has bundled home Forest's 3rd goal, and as he does so, the 4th official holds up only 3 minutes of added time. That is all there's going to be.